but I do have a problem with always having to say I am ordinary. I don't want to be ordinary. We're all going to turn into robots anyways. Why can't I just be an extravagant bitch and I don't need to explain myself? I would describe Behani for people who are discovering me as the dream, and I mean that in multiple elements. I think that she lives a fantastic life and she's able to achieve all her dreams. She's able to achieve that 1% of everything that people say that you can't achieve, and she likes proving people wrong. Beck is a humble, grounded Persian mother, fiance that likes to cook, clean and wash the dishes. So that's two very different personalities. I think it depends on what scenario. I can up it up, or I can up Beck up or bring her down if I need to. When I'm performing or creating a song, Beck tends to stay in the background, and it really does. Behani needs to be present, so it shifts and changes depending on the mood. Behani comes from my Persian surname. My surname is Behani, and Behani is actually an area in Persia, Iran, and it's abbreviated to Behani. I think that you've got to be able to bring a part of you through your artistry, so especially your heritage and your culture, it's important to bring that to the forefront of who you are and not lose that. My earliest memory of using my voice was when I was maybe 8 or 9 in Persian theatre, and for Persian New Year, every year my mum and dad would involve me in dressing up in Persian cultural costumes that look really funny, and we would sing, dance. There was choreography, Persian choreography, and sometimes I would be the lead singer, and it's pretty amazing to look back on that. A Behani song, it depends who I'm working with. If the energy is right and if I'm working with the right producers and sonically the production a sound just starts from a certain chord, that can ignite a feeling, which then a memory and a thought. And then from there, I could write maybe 3 lines immediately just from that sound. Or sometimes it's the other way around. So it depends what the mood is in the room. I think that you can have an idea based on a feeling that you're feeling in that moment or what you're going through in life, and you can communicate with the producer, or you can play some chords yourself and see how that comes to life. But I think that's why the connection in the room is so important, how you're bouncing off of each other and how well they understand you and you understand your producer, or who you're working with. So it's important to all be on the same path. It's a good question. I think that I'm a combination of both, but I haven't gone deep in my storytelling because there's a time and a place, and I don't think I've been at that place yet. And with my new music, I'll definitely be there, and I'm really excited to bring that to life. So I don't like labels in general. I allow people to label me and it doesn't impact me. If they want to call me a pop princess, they can, it's fine. But for myself, I don't internally label myself. I might turn into heavy metal in the next year. I'm not sure it's where I may go. But for the minute, I love my pop music, and I love my queens, and I love my gay community. I really relate to them. And I really relate to a lot of the oppression that they've faced in life and judgments that they face in life. So a lot of my music is actually going to be focusing on breaking through labels and people trying to stop you from what you want to do in life. With my upcoming music, it really focuses on not caring about people's opinions and really feeling confident in the person that you want to be. And it's easier said than done, You hear that a lot, but when you hear people commenting on your looks, or you hear someone commenting on the way you're living your life, or how, where and who you should be speaking to, it can affect you subconsciously. And so it really does require a lot of self-strength, inner strength, to not listen to that and work against that. They really do channel in that fuck you, and that's not very easy to channel. It's easier said than done. The music industry is a very difficult industry, and it's very difficult for multiple reasons, and I'll just touch a few of those. The music industry, if you go in there without really knowing who you are and not facing adversity to some degree, it can eat you alive. And it can drain your emotions psychologically, emotionally, because it doesn't matter how many hits you have, it doesn't matter how little hits you have. And the biggest superstar will go through the most difficult challenges in the industry, and you never win. If you're in there to win, I think that mindset won't last very long. You've really got to love your craft, you've really got to love what you're doing, and you need to be confident in who you are, in your relationships, in your leadership skills of your brand, and your vision. If you're not confident in that, the music industry will chew you up, throw you to the curb really fast, and you will learn that really fast. Absolutely, and it's my favourite part of me, to be misunderstood, underestimated, because I'm always proving those people wrong, and I love that journey. It's great to bring people on my journey of just watch and listen. I think becoming a mother has created the person that I am, and this goes back to where I said you need to face adversity, I think, to be able to do well in the music industry in terms of longevity. A lot of artists enter the music industry at a very young age, and they have tremendous success, and then they can't continue with it because it has a lot of psychological impact. And if you go in there without facing adversity, you don't really know how to cope. You need to be able to have a certain level of coping mechanism with what you're going to face in this industry. And becoming a mother is probably the biggest challenge in life. Being a mother makes me, in the music industry, it's like drinking water, to be honest. Because Storm, my daughter, she gives me the biggest wins and blessings, but also the biggest insecurities and challenges. So she's definitely created the person that I am and my strength. Actually, one of my favourite songs that I like to sing, because Storm likes to sing it, is from Do It. And we always sing it together, and we're like, do it, maybe we should just do it. You know that it gets juicy, you know that it tastes fruity. And she's always like, you know that it tastes fruity. And she's like, and then I'm like, you love it. And she's like, juicy, maybe we can get juicy. And she doesn't know what she's saying, because it's about like getting excited with each other. And she's like, Do It is about that romance. And you hear Storm like singing the song, and it's just the funniest mother-daughter interaction, because she doesn't know what she's singing. And she's like, maybe I can taste fruity. And I'm like, maybe you can be juicy. And it's really cute. So that's like one of my favorite songs to sing. Storm to be very proud of me, and I would love to exit the world with things that she could hold up and remember me by. And I think that music lives forever, and I don't believe in legacy personally, and I think legacy does die, and it's not, legacy isn't the way that it used to stand back in the day, but I do believe in music, and I'm proud to be in this industry for that reason, and that inspires me. Storm really inspires me to continue, because there are moments where everyone just wants to kind of stop. I think every artist faces that at some point, where you just want to stop and just do it because you love music, but you don't really want to go into all the other crap of the industry. And so Storm is my continuation. I don't think I've balanced anything, so I'm still trying to figure that out. Storm is still very little, and because she's little, I'm able to do more at the moment. I have support when I'm touring or when I'm traveling for music purposes, so I'm blessed to be able to do that. But nonetheless, even with all the support that I have, Storm's growing older, and she needs more consistency in her friendships, in her emotional connections with her friends. It makes it difficult for me to be able to just leave and go and work with whoever I want to work wherever in the world. So I'm definitely struggling with that, and also being a fiance, so switching off from Behani is also difficult when I'm in the go zone. So I'm trying to figure it out. I don't think there ever will be a balance, and there will always have to be a sacrifice, but it's got to be worth it. So I don't really believe in that whole balance theory. I think that you just do the best that you can, and you go for it. My most truthful lyric is actually my song Diamonds. And the line is, I wear my pain around my neck like diamonds. I'm really proud of all my adversities that I've gone through in life until now, and I actually look forward to them in the future, because I think that scars are really beautiful, and you can look at them either in a pessimistic view, and you can roll up in a corner and be depressed about it, or you can really embrace them in rebuilding yourself. I think every 10 years individuals change, human beings change every 10 years, and those scars can form into something very beautiful. I don't take myself too seriously at the moment, so that has been very helpful in my creative process, because the music that we're writing is extremely playful and funny, and when I sing the song I actually laugh, and the team's laughing. So I think there's so much beauty in being able to not take yourself so seriously. In the end of the day, music is meant to be fun. It's meant to be an emotional process of just being able to feel light. You want to listen to music and you want to be able to put your hair down. So that's where I'm at, and I'm really enjoying that part of it so far, yeah.